Thank you so much, Ashley. To the council that are present and those that are not here, I want to say thank you all so much for your partnership on this important mission for our city. I also want to acknowledge our team that's here, Carlissa, who you heard from, who's been doing a lot of the heavy lifting on the legal side, as well as legal officer Tanera Gibson, the University of Memphis, and the law clinic that they have started on this property many years ago. Ashley Cash in Housing and Community Development, Melanie Neal, Neighborhood Improvement. I see Scott Moore from Public Works back there, and all of our directors. I see Antonio Adams, our Chief Operating Officer, our Chief of Police is here. There's so many people that have been involved in making today happen. I just want to say thank you to the team. I also want to acknowledge some other special people that are here. I have my family here, so y'all heard from one of them. Y'all give it up for Pastor Diane Young, my sister Dorcas Griffin, my uncle Robert Wright, who actually lived here in these apartments, my aunt Linda K. Lawrence, who is here, who also lived here in these apartments. And for you all that don't know, this is personal for me today. I grew up just down the street. I walked here very, very often, whether it was to come get my hair cut by my cousin that lived here, or when I was a little bit younger to come and swim in the swimming pool that was over here, because this was our neighborhood gathering place. And it was an amazing space for many years, for many families. But during the latter years, we started to run into some challenges. I can recall in 2003, one of my very close friends, Patrick Howard, he lost his life here in a dispute. The senseless gun violence that we still see ravaging our communities today. And so behind all of these buildings, there are stories. There are people that lived in these units, and they called these units home for many, many years. But the story for this property for far too long has not been a positive one. It's been one where people from the adjacent community, Trinity Park, y'all give it up for them, all of the homeowners association, one of which reminded me when we came in today, how she sent an email to me 7 or 8 years ago about this very property. I can recall my dad, when he was still living, when I first got the job as Director of Housing and Community Development, he called me saying, "What y'all gonna do about this site?" And he would ask me every couple of months, "What are y'all gonna do about this property?" I'm sorry he wasn't here to see it, but I know he's still watching, and he knows that something is happening with this property today. And it's happening because of the dedication of our team and the dedication of this community. I want to thank the property owner for contributing this property to the city, because now we're going to be able to craft a new story. I talked about the stories in my memories, just as a Memphian, not as mayor, but just as a Memphian, a person that had a childhood that was enriched by this space. We want to make sure that we have future generations of Memphians whose childhoods are enriched by this space, because right now that's not what you see. The fact that these structures have been allowed to look like it looks today is completely unacceptable. And I think the message that you heard from Attorney Shaw is one that I want to be a takeaway from this convening. That if you own property in our city and you're not doing right by our community, we're coming for you. We're not going to accept it, because our people deserve better. They deserve better. Our kids deserve better. And I'm happy to say that we're going to be able to deliver better in this space in collaboration with all the partners that you've heard from. I want to thank everybody for what you've done to make this happen. And I want to say that this is a part of a broader strategy. This is a broader strategy where we want to invest in the key nodes in the communities all across this city. We're not stopping here. We want to see dramatic change in the way our communities look and feel. This doesn't help a young person's self-esteem when they have to walk through a community that looks like this. And we wonder why our kids are going crazy. It's because they walk through environments that tell them every day that you don't matter. And so if we don't change the way things look and feel around them, then it will be difficult for us to make the progress that we want to make on reducing the criminal activity that we see in our community. Our officers are doing all they can to capture them before they commit a crime, but it's up to us to do the things and make the investments that's going to prevent the criminal mentality from setting in. And these are cues that contribute to that mentality. And so again, I just want to say thank you to everybody here. This is a great day, and Ashley, I'll turn it back to you.
Thank you. And then let me get some instructions here. I think if we get all the speakers to come over here in front of these two this equipment here, and then we love to have the Trinity Park Homeowners Association, Habitat for Humanity join us at the speaker section. Thank you. Carefully.
She didn't want to speak today. Look at CJ. Damn, CJ looks big back. Let's go.
Okay, so our church is right over here.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
They finna get rid of these jumps, man. Oakhaven, y'all know these hoes been here for too long. They just in the way. That they stay on fire. The junkies over here lit, man. It's dangerous over here, bro. They finna tear them down now, man. On them Black News. On them Black News. Look, they was passing out drinks and donuts and it's a photo op now. It's a photo op time now. I don't stand on this.
One more for Instagram. One more for YouTube. One more for Snapchat.
And we live. I'm finna get up out of here. I'm finna get up out of here. They finna tear these gyms down, y'all. Lake Point, some said. They finna get up out of here. They said it's a lot of memories over here, man. A lot of bodies done dropped over here too. Get these hoes out of here. Tear them down. Tear them down, man. Look, they getting started. They finna crush them. He gone. That's the first cat. They ready. Them folks lined up finna tear these hoes down. They finna knock them down, man. Look at them. They ready. Oh, man. R.I.P., y'all. Oakhaven. It's a lot of memories over here. Them folks had that pool. Ain't no cap. Hey. We got them ready to tear down something. Them folks finna smash it. Oh, damn. The demolition. Oh. Y'all look at it. They tearing it up.
in my car.
Let me get up out of here.